Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now, today I'm going to show you how to cover a journal properly, to make a journal cover, okay, because I have fought this way that I have done previously, but it didn't work out. I'm just getting tongue-tied here. Look, it just did not work out. I mean, whatever I tried was not working for me yesterday. So let's go to a much easier idea, I think. So I've got a piece of file folder, right? I also had a bit of wallpaper, and I really like that. The only thing is you can see through it, and not very much, but I do like the way that it folds and it's nice and soft. But this will work the same. I think I'm going to go with the file folder, because maybe not everybody's got a piece of wallpaper anyway. And so I'm still working on this cover, because I have actually pulled it apart. The pink one I had, I just pulled it to pieces. The other one just didn't look right for me. It was just did not feel right, and I'm not happy. And if I'm not happy, I won't put it on there. So let's try again, eh? I thought to myself, maybe I should do this before I come on here, because, you know, maybe I'm just going to muck it up again, and it's not good to show you how to muck up things all day. Maybe I could use this one, because I feel like I like it soft. It's really nice and soft, but I don't want to see it through the cover. Does that matter, though? It's not that obvious, is it, really? Hang on, what I'm putting on the inside is going to be this nice new piece of calico that I've got here that I will put on the inside. I'm going to give this a little bit of an iron, I think. Don't you reckon? Just give it a little bit of a press. It probably won't be too amazing when I do, but we'll see what happens. It's a piece of linen, maybe not linen. It looks it's a linen look thing, and this thing seems to be wrinkly. You know what you can use too? Envelopes, the big envelopes, the yellow ones, but I have got some white ones. I get to the stage where I can't reach things, and then I get disheartened, so I don't do it, okay? I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to put this on here, because I think that's what I need, right? Because it folds nice, it bends nice, and it's the right size, and that's what I want to do, okay? Now, I hope it's the right size, because I've just cut that out to fit it. Right, we're not going to be able to go too far one way or other, am I? Okay. We should be warm enough now. I don't know. I've got one of those mats. I've got stuff all over them. I've got two of those wool mats, and there's stuff all over them. It shouldn't be too hot to do this with. Quarter of my iron's all rolled up. Thank you to everybody that answered my question about those pins. Yes, some people try to do that, don't they, Nat? Purposely make them look like that, but I don't want mine to look like that. I really don't. So that's for. I'm not going to. I'm not going to leave them like it. I want to clean them. Sorry about this, everybody. Leaning over there in front of you. Okay, so now I've done that bit. Right. And this has got bits on it, but you won't be able to see that, because that's going to be under there. Okay. Right, so what I want to do is put a little bit of glue on here. On here. Put some glue on here. Not a lot, just a bit, like, well, yes, you have to glue it down, so you can't be waving around in the breeze. We have to glue that down. So, can I get the top off of this? I think I did yesterday. Oh, that might have been one out in another room. And, oops, oh dear. Yeah, that's not good. Have a bit of pliers. I might have to just cut that off there, eh? Yes, we'll go with that. We'll take it off. It's got its own plug in it, plugs itself up, which is pretty good, I suppose. It doesn't actually dry out, so that's good stuff. It's good stuff. A bit rough here, aren't I? And I don't know why, but I'm going fast, and I'm just hypo for some reason, hyperactive. I just don't know what's up with that. I just want to be able to do this and get it right for you, because it's you and me both, you know. I really need to sort this out, because it is annoying me. I've got another one, another cover that I've nearly finished, and I'm going to make sure that I put that on the book the right way too when I get to it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I haven't done anything maybe like this for a little while, and I just to cover the journals, and it's just sort of getting me. But anyway, I'm not going to let it get the better of me. I just will not. Now, if I want to put some of these on here, I'm going to have to get it to come out and go some. Now, I've got to remember what I'm doing. I'm going to put it all over here and over here, and then I'm going to turn it over the other way. Alright, so that's what we're up to now. Oops, a daisy. Wait a minute. We'll go around here first. Then I'm going to have to get something and wipe it over. We just need enough to hold it down. We're not going to... You can use wet glue if you like. This is not actually a wet glue. It is a little bit, but it's not too bad if you can understand what I'm saying. I feel like I like to use this because it sticks really well. It does stick really well. I'll show you in a minute. I've got a little mask applying thing here that's made out of it's acrylic, so it's not going to the glue will stick on it, but it'll dry and come off real easy. So that's good. And I hope this sticks to this good because I won't be happy if it doesn't. There we go. I think that's about right. It's got all things covered. Now all I've got to do is aim it the right way and get it in there. That's not much. Get it in there so it doesn't... Righto. Come over edges, right. Now, you need to have the bit on the left over because we're going to turn it over. But try not to leave too much because then you've got a lot to disguise or get rid of. See, and I've only just managed to get that there, which is a bit of a sort of a mistake, I suppose. So I'm going to use this to get that on there with. I'll fold it over, push it. Well, it doesn't matter if it's got that little design underneath it, does it? It's working just fine. Where am I? Folding over to there. Righto, that's good. And pressing down on all these bits. I'll do the scariest looking one first, the one that I think might be the hardest to get, I don't know. This corner here. Oh dear, isn't it? Probably should have did it first without you watching. I don't think I'm going to muck it up too bad. I'll just stick with that corner until I get it right. Okay. Now go over to this one. And I hope you can see what I'm doing. And we turn this one in. Turn it in on the peak there. So you've got the end of it still sticking out there. Not going to lose your corner. Okay. This one down here. And you don't need a lot because I haven't got much material there, have I? Much fabric. And this one here, righto. Okay, now that should be sticking well and good, I hope. Now, when I lifted that up before, I noticed that there's a bit not along the edge here, so I'm going to go in underneath this and I'm going to put down a little bit of glue in there, so I'll make sure I catch that on its edge. So now we've got to turn this over and glue that like that, okay? I'm going to put this first in there and make it really sit down firm sort of thing. Get that down. This bit, make it sit down nice. Okay. Now, you're going to come along here with the glue. I'm going to put it on the fabric because sometimes you put it on the paper and you're not covering enough for it to do much. I like to keep that little bit of string there. I don't want to pull that undone. I don't want to pull that off there. I'm going to cut it off to get it out of my road, but I'm not going to pull it off because I'll have less fabric to work with then, won't I? I don't think I shouldn't be using this. I don't think it's got sticking all over it. A minute. I've got another one. Actually, this is the one for this, isn't it? This is the one for the masks. The other one was for, I don't know what it was for. I think it's for doing this with. I think it was for doing this with. Now make sure that's straight. You don't want that to be crooked. So you got a bit of crooked bit up here, Sonya, because you haven't got it turned over far enough. Righto. Now, the glue is great today, working just how I need it to, and making a nice firm, crisp piece. There, very good. Right, now, tuck this bit under a bit better, put some more on the end of that. Same with here. Push it down. Make sure it's really good. You want it really good. Under here. That really down nice. Okay, so, excuse me, we're going to go along here. It doesn't matter if this is not even. I don't want to cut any more off because it is fraying. And it'll be fine. I'll just sit that there a minute and we'll push this over. Now this is one of the things you put your masks on your face with. I bought it Big W, I think, in Australia. And it's a silicone thing too. The other one actually is for doing your craft things with, this one, for using it with the glue. See, after that dries, it just peels off then, because that's last thing that I did, and this is the new bit. So it just peels off, and then you still got something to put stuff down with. Now this, let me explain this. This is in the part where you get your makeup from, and this is to apply a mask to your face, a face mask. Well, that's what I made it for, but nobody said you couldn't use it to do this with, did they? Because of what it's made out of, and things don't stick to it. It cost me about $7 or $8, but it didn't matter. It's worth it. It works. So now I've got that. Look at that nice edge now. And I guess I'll put something nice along the edge, just like I tried to do yesterday, just as I'm going to be able to have more choices, better choices. Okay, putting it on the wrong place. I want to put it on the fabric first. And I've got no idea what time I started this, but I just had a look at the clock and I can figure now. I come here, I think, early enough, but the time just goes so quick. I did go through a lot of my things this morning, which I found some amazing stuff. I've got so many beautiful things, and I just need to be able to know where they are, because if I don't know where they are, I can't use them, can I? You see, so I just went through the boxes and found some more bits. I have to get Jeremy to put them back up for me in a minute, because I drug them all down. And now these corners aren't bad. They're not bad. Look, that's not a bad corner. There's one here looks a bit square. What have I done to that? Goodness me, Sonya. What did I do to you? What did I do to you? I squashed it over. I'm going to get back up there a bit then, Sonya. Don't squash it over. Okay. I'm not going to be too worried about that, because that's a good go anyway. I've done it. I feel I like it. It's all right. I'll be putting a bit of lace or something around this, I'd say. So I wouldn't be too worried about your corners, but try and get them as best you can, or you can use corner bits to put on there if you want to. I have got so many of them and I don't use them, and I don't know why. The corner pieces. You can make your own too, you know. There's the things to put on your corners. They'd be nice in fabric or a lace, wouldn't they? Good little corner things. I'll show you in a minute some I've got here. If I just had the get up and go that I need, I just need some get up and go. I won't be long, I'll find it. I do not have any doubt about that. Now, my corners are not exactly dainty, are they? They're not exactly dainty or too neat. I might not pull that in far enough. So you've got to put it over a bit further. if I wasn't such an old fuss pot, might not be too bad. Okay. Well, I'm not too disappointed with that. It's not too bad. So these things sometimes are not easy to do, you know. Oh, you now got an itchy face. Now, where's these ones? These are way too big. I don't know if I've got any small. I have got small ones in here. Excuse me for this rattling thing I'm about to do. Look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I've got 4 of those. I won't get excited yet. Just wait till we see what we would have 4. I don't know if they'll all be in here though. I've got some really big ones. Yeah, I have got 4. Look at the size of these things. These are humongous. But I don't want to put them on there. I'm going to put the... Whoops, I just lost one. I felt it fell down on the floor. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's still more here and I can pick it up later. But that's what we can do. See, we can cover that with these. When you put them on, you've got to press them down. But I'm not going to do that just yet because I want to do the inside bit first. There you go. See that? That's what we're going to do with that. Right. Okay. Now we'll take them off. And I've had these for years, some of these things. Here we go again with the rattling. I'm just trying to find something. Maybe I thought I had something that wasn't so big. These are a bit gaudy looking for this sort of thing, aren't they? Yeah, oh, I've got those ones. They're flash. They're big for the page. I think I'd rather use the small ones, but I haven't got anything in between, have I? No, they're all big. These ones here I'm going to use, so I'm going to put them back in the jar, you know, because you might be able to find them if you do that. You never know. Might be able to find them. Or I'll just put these on here in a minute anyway. How come they fit in there before? Let's just shake it. I've kept those 4 out anyway. And I'll set them up here in my pin cushion. Okay, so if I can't find them, just let me know what I do with them, will you? Right, now for the inside piece, well, I could put paper, and paper probably would be better because the fabric's going to have a frayed edge on it, isn't it? But then I can add a bit of lace or something to the outside of that, and that'll look good. That will be good. I'm just going to have a mouthful of water. I might put a piece of calico on it because I'm really thinking that I'd like the calico. So iron will have to go on again because this is a new piece and it's got a fold in it. And we'll need to iron that out. Okay. So we'll put the iron back on. Don't stick your fingers on it, Sonya. Get the glue. Move a few things over a tiny bit there. Righto, so I need this to be, well, that's level. And I want it to come to the edge. And I need to have made that. No, it's good. I like it. It's okay. And you can see that. I could paint it, but I don't think so. I'm going to just keep working on this. I'm not going to let it balk me at all. I'm going to cut that off there. Well, maybe not. We'll give it another go. You didn't cut that over far enough, Sonya. Alright. That's going to go on there like that. By the time I've finished this, I don't think you're going to be able to see that bit there that I'm worrying about. I'll fold this back up a bit. It's all wrinkly as anything now that I've been touching it because it's got that fabric sizing in it and it still creases really bad. Well, I probably shouldn't have because it's calico, but I don't know, it's wrinkly. It goes awful wrinkly. Okay, so that's going to fit there. Isn't it? Yes, right. Give it a bit of it. that way, okay, to make it so it fits nicely, right? Now, tiny bit of an iron here. I don't think it's going to hurt the underneath. I hope not. I don't think it'll melt the wallpaper. Okay. Now, unplug that. Oh, that'll look good. Right. Maybe we'll turn that out. Oh no, we'll go that way. I've got all these frilly bits hanging down. I don't know if that's going to upset the inside. The little birds are having a little word this morning, aren't they? They're all busy out there talking away at one another. There you go. Wait a minute, this is going to be skew whiff until I get it right, isn't it? When you tear something, it does pull it out of out of whack or whatever you call it. It will do that. Okay, so now put some glue on that. We don't want to go too close to the edge though, because I don't want it all over the place. I don't want it squeezing out. What have I done with you? Where are you? There you go. Now we do this side. Well, of course, oh, hang on, here's some wipe here. But I wouldn't have any wipes for sure. Get the glue off the end of that. Sorry about my chair. When I sit on it, I don't do it very good. Jeremy sometimes comes in here and hangs on it while I sit down, so it doesn't slip back from underneath me. And I didn't get him to do that today, and I'm sitting here. Well, I'm okay. I feel all right. I'm not like I'm falling off or anything, but I'm sitting probably sideways a bit. And when I move, the whole thing squirks and squirks at me. They're words, are they? Ah, dear. Oh. Our tea was beautiful last night to everybody that commented on that on Facebook. It was really nice, our dinner time. It was beautiful tea time food. Jeremy grew all them vegetables, and he cooks it too. I forgot to write that there. I said I should have put it down that he actually cooks it as well. He's been cooking our food now for a while, since we decided there was not enough room for both of us in the kitchen at the same time, because both of us, like, sometimes just eat the different foods, and I'd be cooking there and trying to do mine, he'd try and do his, and it just didn't work out. So we decided that one of us would do it, and that he was the one that got the vote. He was. But anyway, he's quite happy to do it, so that's good. So that's that, isn't it? Isn't that nice? Now that's better. Now look. I do love it, I really do, because I'm going to actually put goodies on it, but this is the journal, right, that we're having trouble trying to find the cover for. So this is the cover now, look. Isn't that pretty? Now all I've got to do, I've got a nice edge on it now, haven't I? And if I feel like I want to do, I'm going to do the corners, and I don't actually have to put anything anywhere else around on it, because I like how it's going so far. Alright, except for this bit here, which I probably need to put a patch on or something. Should I put a patch on that? I don't know if I should do that or just leave it like it is. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to be of any hurt or anything. I have to put the other pages on this though first, because I took a page off that was on the front. So I do have to add a page, and when I do that, there's a very good chance that I might just open it like that. There is a piece of paper we put a day for that. Here we are. So there's a very good chance that I will put this on here, like that. Fasten it on, doing a tip in or something. And then I could put that down there if I wanted to. Glue that on there if I wanted to. It's a little bit long though. Maybe not. Oh yeah, I might have to cut a tiny bit off that if I decide to do that with it. Now all I've got to do now is make a cover, like a part of the cover for this, because I'm happy with to leave the back like it is, if you want to. And I've got all these beautiful bits and pieces that I went and found. Plus I still got that bit that I nearly did yesterday, but I'm not doing that today. So here is my bits off that off the original journal that I had here somewhere. Where are you? I've lost them. Never mind. There's a bit of ribbon I had round it. I just took it all off. It wasn't hard. It was all sewn on. Here's another. Oh, that bit might not have been on there. But now I can decorate this, and I feel a lot happier about doing it now. It goes in the inside. Righto. Now I have lots of different bits that I found too, so I don't know what to put on here today. Look at this, isn't this scrumptious? I think that might be too much. You know, it might be too much. What do you reckon? To me, maybe other people might like it, but I think it might be a little bit too much for me. Righto, so I've got these bits in here. This is a piece of one that I had on there, but it's not going to look the same because of the background, see that? But that's okay, isn't it? And everybody said it was a shame I had to cover that bit up. But see, now this doesn't fit on here because that other cover wasn't big enough anyway. So that's not going to fit on here, so we can eliminate that today. We don't have to worry about putting that back on there. I have these beautiful pieces that I really think would look really good on this now. I really like them, you know, these ones that I've found here today that I went looking for. I didn't really go looking for, I just found it all. This is awesome, isn't it? Look at this piece. Isn't this beautiful? I do love that. That looks really nice, doesn't it? And you could always put that across there if you wanted to. It's not covering up anything. If you wanted to, you could put that across there. And you could sew it on straight too. That'd be a good idea. Get it on straight. This is a piece of thread caught through there from the other day. Here's another bit. Let's get that off. I do like this. Now put it in the middle. Put it in the middle. Put that across there. Oh, this might be too easy. You reckon? If I don't go using too much. See, I was looking at this I was looking at this piece here to put on there. Oh my goodness, isn't that nice? Wow. I do love that. I am a big fan of this sort of thing. Well, I could have lots of journal covers, couldn't I, if I got on with it? All the stuff that I've got here. So you could have that going like that, it would be okay, wouldn't it, to lap around there? That would be fine. I would like that. I really would. It's another one of those deciding videos, eh? It'll put everybody off watching me in a minute if I keep this up, I suppose. But if you don't have a go, you've got to audition things, because if you don't do that, you don't know what you're going to like the best, do you? You know, you don't know what's going to be, what you want to do. Look at this here. I love this piece too, and it's going to look awesome, isn't it, on there somewhere? What do you reckon? Isn't that nice though? Yes, it is nice, isn't it? Would I still put the ribbon around it? Probably not. Not that colour. No, not that one. I still probably wouldn't do that. What'll I do then next? Okay. We could put some... This one's a little bit... It's balking me a bit. I don't think I could finish this really fast somehow. I think I'm not going to want to do that anyway. I just want to do something that I really like and enjoy making so I can have some fun with it. Nice some bows here. Look at that. That's cool. Seam binding and bits on strings. Righto, very good. More seam binding, which has been avoiding me. Where's the rest? I've got to be rolling it somewhere. Like I said though, it's hard to keep up with things sometimes. This is nice, isn't it? All that stuff looks really good. Should I go back to the first thing? Is that what everybody's yelling? You can't be because you can't be seeing it yet. A bit of seam binding around it. Actually, to tie it up with. Got some pieces here that I've tied together that have been coloured or whatever. That bit there's nice. Righto. I think I'm going to have to go back to the pink one. What do you reckon? The pink one just worked, didn't it? It worked pretty much straight away. I like that. We need to fix this first, eh? We need to put it in. We need to put this on here. Because then I can still have that just wrapped around it. Some flowers on it. A bit of this one up the top, maybe. I'm not venturing very far away from what I always do, am I? Sort of thing. Although a lot of my work is stitched anyway. It's like a lolly, isn't it? Like a lolly. And maybe down the bottom as well as up the top. Just to give it some interest. Okay, let's glue some of this stuff on here so we can get on with this. Righto, scissors please. Scissors, and that will go fair up along here I think. Okie dokie, now there's that bit. And up there. And up there. Right. Oh dear, I've only got 10 minutes and I don't want to leave you with a thinking about what I might be doing to this because I'm Righto, what did I do with that piece of lace that I had? Did I put it up here too? Must have wrapped it up in there. I did. Here it is. So you're going to have that bit. So go that way. Why not? But what about the edges that I want to put on? They might still go over the top of it. Do I have to have them? Let's just put this across here first. Okay, go across the top with this one. And this is all matching or whatever we might say. People say matchy. Well, it is too, and it doesn't matter because that's what we like today. Get off there, please. The fan keeps blowing everything. I've got to put that over there because it's... am I going the right way? Was I supposed to go that way or up the other way? I don't know. Now I've done it. Now it's too late. It's too late now I've done it. I'm trying to get it straight, Sonya. I think this will look good. And the journal I'm putting it in, I think it'll match really well. And I can do another one. I'm going to do another one with the other creamy colours and that in there. Don't cut the corner off it. Might have to put another bit of glue under that in a minute. Now on this here, I can just go around on the back of it on these pieces that are going across here to start with. The top bits. Glue that first. Right, now I'll try and get that on there. Moving about here, Sonia. Just go straight for it. Let's go straight, eh? Is this straight? Very good. Looks a bit straight. Looks a bit straight. There we go. It's a bit straight. I get that bit, okay. And we can lift it up a bit, and we can go under here on these thick pieces. So make sure that it catches on to the fabric. Okay, you don't need to go with it where it's too sheer because it won't stay stuck. It'll come undone, I think. I'm going to have that piece of ribbon across the top of it though, so that should hold it all in place, I'd say. Plus anything else I'm planning on putting on there, because that's the plan. We've got other things to come, haven't we? There's more to come. Righto. So put that down there like that. I should have tried this ribbon to see if this comes. What happens if I put that on there? I don't think it'll come through. You? Yeah. I don't think it will either. I think it'll stick on there just nicely for me, thanks. Okay. So I'm going to glue that on there. Halfway. Righto. In the centre. Yeah, that's where I had it before, because it's still got the cotton on it. Definitely looks like a lolly. What is it called? That it's pink and white stuff. What is it? Ice. Is it something ice? I can't remember now. Anyway, I hope I get this straight. If I put my book up there, I've got a line here. I go on that line. Oh, well, the top line. Make that straight, Sonia. Now. There. That line. Okay. Just under it. Just under it down there, see? Can you see what I'm doing? I think it's down too low. Ah, dear. I don't know why I didn't measure that. Crikey. I don't think it's stuck anyway, so I'm not going to be... There. Right. That's right now, isn't it? I hope so. If it doesn't meet up when I put it round here, I'm going to cry. No, I won't. I'm not that big a sook. I hardly ever cry, thank goodness. Last night I had a terrible nightmare though. I tell you what, I woke up screaming and I woke myself up, and Jeremy, I was screaming, I needed help for something and I could not talk. I don't know when or what this situation we get ourselves into while we're dreaming. But sometimes, and I couldn't talk. All I can remember is I could not ask for help. I could not talk. I was just, I was shocking. I was in a bad way, I was. And I woke him up because I was screaming, and that's all I can remember, that I tried to say words and I couldn't get the words out. That's something for me, it's something different. It was not coming out of my mouth, it was not working. Now we need a bit on the bottom here. Righto. I think I thought I might have that line until I switched on, but I haven't. And I'm going to go this way again because I don't want it to be that way? Yes, go that way, Sonia, because that's better to do it that way, isn't it? And there's glue on the top of here, but we'll get that off in a minute. We'll just wipe it down into the bottom anyway, won't we? Because it's not going to... takes a bit of sticking this stuff when you've got any sort of fabric with it. Stuff, I'll show you my glues in a minute. What I'm talking about. Alright. You know the best thing about doing this? I know what I've got to put on it now, because before I was really concerned about my what I had to put on there. The flowers, of course. But it wasn't, here they are, there's some I took off the other one. They're only sewn on, so there's nothing wrong with them. They're here somewhere. Yes, I do love these. And they did look good on the other one, but I just couldn't be too attached to the other one. I'm sorry, I was just, look, we could even have a bow on it, couldn't we? Wouldn't that look ducky? Let me see. I should have more of them here somewhere. This is just all caught up in this stuff. Ah dear, sorry about everybody. If only I had a fairy that would come along here and do this, tidy all this up, put it back. I'll have to do it myself. I have to make me feel bad about what I'm doing if I do it myself. Maybe I'll feel like not to do that again, Sonya. Oh, sorry about this. I'll find these little flowers. Come on, you little blokes, hurry up, get over here. And I did have me little heart, and I don't know what I did with that, because I'm putting a heart on there too. This is nice, isn't it? No, I do not want to put that over there, surely. No, I don't. I want to cover that up. No, we're going to do this. Okay. We're going to put the, I don't know about that colour. These ones up here. I still like this idea. I do like the idea of it. And this one. Oh, that's nice. You need the blue, don't you, to go in on it. You do need the blue to go on it. Some apricot ones. Maybe an apricot one. When I did that heart, it's got to be here somewhere. Nobody panic, I'll find it and put it back on here. And then I'll have these ones here that I was sitting along here. I think we're going to do it now, look. I think we've got it. By Jove, I think we've got it. I think we've got it. By gee, I think we got it. Isn't that pretty? Yes, it is. And it's not real, I think the pink cover made it too dark. It was just too dark. Okay, so we can stitch those on. We really don't have that much time, but I'll come back and show you what I've done when I stitch them on, okay? Because I think that that's about what I'm up to, right? I'm not going to take that apart, I promise, because I love it like it is. I'll just move them over. So the inside, I can put, I might just add another piece over the top of this, a piece of fabric or something, or the paper, like I said, that could stick down on there. I've cut a bit of that. But this book that I've got here to go into it, I think the cover is what's needed for the book. I really do, because look at the side bits. So you can see them, look at that. Now Sonia's going to make a point of making some really nice covers before I try to attempt to put them onto the journals, okay? I promise you that I'll do that. There's basically got a bit snipped off there, forgot to do that bit. Just cut that bit off there. And if the corners still fit over there, oh, there you go, I found me ruler now. If the corners are still sit over it, we might even put them on. It might just give it a little bit more. I think they will. They'll still go over there. It'll look after them, won't it? You know, it'll make them. But I think the flowers on this and this, I'm going to put these on here, and I'll come back and I'll show you what I did, okay, and put it all together, and hopefully I'll get back on here to show you what I did, maybe Tuesday, because tomorrow is our stitching day, and I think that's good. I love that, how it worked out. It's a little bit bigger. Oh no, it's not really. It's a tiny bit bigger than the journal, but not that much. It just fits just nicely, doesn't it? And it wouldn't matter how much I fiddled with that other one, I could not stretch it. I could not stretch it to fit. So what I'm going to have to do is do more like this. You know, how I put the cover together, and that would be thanks to a lot of different people that I've seen do that. It's just that you see things sometimes and you never think to go back and have a look, or which I don't. You know, I've seen people do these over the years. I've done it myself, but not remembered, you know, not thought about it again. They'll have to be stuck down a bit better than that. I don't know if I'm going to put a piece along the edge of there first before I do that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you everybody for subscribing, to all my old subscribers and my new ones. Thank you so much for all your beautiful comments and your help with different things. I will try and clean those pins, because I'd like them to be clean, even if some people don't want them to be clean. I do. Oh dear, I feel so much better now that I've got that on there. I really, really do. I just love that. I love how that worked out. I do have a lot of issues with different colours and things, as you might know. Sometimes I can't handle different things, and that sits out a little bit, and it doesn't matter, because that's how it is. This one here will find its way into my Etsy, okay? Now, the piece of embroidery that I had on here, because I'm not putting it on here, because where did I do with it? It didn't look very clean to me. The piece itself may have been dirty in the first place, because I spend all my time washing my hands and keeping myself and where I'm working clean, and it did not look clean. It didn't matter how much I looked at it, I couldn't get it to look like it was very clean, so I couldn't use it, okay? I didn't want to use it because it didn't look nice. It was old, and I know people like, some people like dirty spots on things. I don't. I want this to become vintage with the owner, and they put their own bits of soiling on it or whatever, you know, but that's just how I am. I feel like I need to make them like this, and then they can turn into old-fashioned journals. And I've got to fix this. There's some things to do in here yet, and bits and pieces, but this is it, and it will find its way in there. And it doesn't matter how many, this is dry, always sticks, so don't panic about that. It just sticks to everything, okay? And this is going to get into that shop, I know it is, and then I'm going to put another one in, and you should see my piece of work I'm doing here. I'll just show you a quick look. Just a quick look at this, because I don't know if I'll do another video on this at all, because it's nearly done. Look at this one. Isn't this cool? Okay, I do love this. I've got a tiny bit more work to do on it. I have actually stitched the back pieces as much as I'm going to, because I think the back needs just to stay like that. And then I will, when I do this, after this cover, I'm going to make sure that I leave an edge on everything so I can cover it the same way as the one I just did, okay? Because, see, once I've done this, I've got to find something. But I've got bias binding, and I'm thinking about putting that around here. I've got a lot of different colours. You know, like if you know what that is, and it just sort of is already bent over for you, and you can just put it on. So I've got bias binding, and I'm thinking about doing it, but then that might not match it, you know. So we've got to think ahead a lot of times when we're doing something. We've got to, because you can do what I do, which I've done so many times, was with this, and tried and couldn't get it right. So what you need to do is just think ahead when you're putting something together about what you're going to do. You know, whether you put this on first and then add something to it, or what you want to do about your edges and things like that. You've got to think about it. You've got to think to yourself, now, what am I going to do with that when I get to there? Because that's what I was thinking, and I thought, well, Sonya, didn't think it soon enough, you know? Like, I don't know if that's straight, is it? See, on the Crazy Patchwork, things don't look straight because of the different sorts of fabric. But I only got a bit to do up here, a bit to do down there, and I'm nearly finished it. And this is going to be on a new journal, which I haven't even put the insides together yet, and I will do that, because I don't think I'm actually going to, it'll be a blank, I think. I think it'll be blank, the journal. I don't know yet. Look what I've done with the butterfly, see that? I put him some, he's got little, you know, those things, veins. He got veins. I took that off. See where I took that off? I said one of the things. Because every time I looked at it, it was the first thing that I'd seen. Actually, these are starting to balk me, so I'm going to put stitches across them and blend them into the background, because everything should be as one piece. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I do hope you like me cover now, because I do love it, and I will be back tomorrow with Stitching Monday. The next the next stitch. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.